So welcome all of you here once again from my side in another session, and let's start another mock test from my side. Welcome all of you here. Let's start. Avijit, namaste and very good evening, brother. Sel, let's start, brother. Saloni, Chivalrous Radhe Radhe, Nancy, Neha, good evening, hey dear, Wrinkle, Prerna, Sel, Priya, respect to everyone. Let's start. Parvinder, good evening, brother. Vaishnavi, thank you. Go ahead. Uh, Intransigent. Trans, if you remember, transform, translate, transaction, transformer, transitive is to change. Intransigent, the one who is not changing his attitude, beliefs, say opinion. Unyielding, yield will be surrender, so that should be synonym. Adamant, synonym. Obdurate, synonym. Stubborn, synonym. Antonym, compliant. Following, changing. To secure sufficient funding was committee's primary objective. To secure sufficient funding was the primary objective. Infinitive phrase because starting with an infinitive, 2 plus V1. Noun phrase, if they had asked, but I made this paper. If I had asked, I can say, uh, what's the function of this phrase? Obviously, the sentence starts with the subject, so that should be the subject of the sentence. But they are asking just the type, preposition, etc. 2 plus V1, infinitive, infinitive phrase. No participle, no gerunds out there. Jai Jagannath, welcome, brother. I'm sorry for the delay caused. All welcome, brother. Good evening, Isha. Uh, Author may have overlooked the discrepancies in the final statements. Discrepancies in the final statements, quite easy, I won't say difficult. May have, not will or are or have, may have been overlooked. No sooner had the results been published than no sooner than is all correct. Inversion is already there. Had plus V3 is already there. What should have been the problem here? But we have another sentence. No sooner had the results been published than the markets reacted sharply. Led V2. What about the subject of this finite verb coming after that? Impossible. Either give a subject or drop the finite, put a non-finite. Better answers. Either say, it happened, which, listen to me, led to a temporary suspension of trading in several commodities, which led to. All these things happened, which led to this or that. Or, what you marked is correct, drop the finite verb. All these things leading to a temporary suspension of trading in several commodities. Both ways it is going to be fine, have the same meaning. No sooner had the results been published than the markets reacted sharply. Markets reacted sharply. It led to a temporary suspension of trading, which led to, leading to. Always it is going to be fine. Led was inappropriate there. Prerna. Sale. Neha, have a look again for the sixth one. I know you must not be wrong. Should have been a. Thank you. Okay. Pernicious, harmful. Noxious, harmful. Innocuous, causing no harm. Benign, beneficial, harmless. Once again, synonyms. Oh, sorry, antonyms. That is harmful. Noxious is also harmful. The synonym of that. Neha, doubts welcome. Now, as AI systems permeate public services, but I don't think so that's appropriate because we need some transparency there, accountability there, confidential things are also there, trust, rights. Okay. So as intelligence systems, artificial intelligence systems permeate enter public services, comma, another sentence with this conjunction, transparency and accountability remain essential, particularly in decision making. Why? To maintain public trust and safeguard their rights. Starting with C for sure, as artificial intelligence systems permeate or enter public services, comma, another sentence B. C be the strongest pair. CB, 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 CB in just one option. Automatically A, D together. D the end, better. Mohini, done, said. Only option. I didn't have that much time today. Hope so next week onwards we'll create options with a shuffled tone. Not all three antonyms or all three synonyms, not that way. Prerna. Uh, I'm putting this again. I created this before. I have created this before. I have put it before. Shankar, God bless you, brother, and all the very best from my side, from our side. Hey, dear, have a smile. A person who believes that, okay, I'll explain. Great, who didn't pick atheist and picking agnostic instead. Despite initial doubt, new therapy, doubts are there, shouldn't be good. Despite doubts, should be strong. Great improvements across multiple clinical trials. Negligible, still negative. Marginal, trivial, robust, strong. The slightest difference, the thin line between atheist and agnostic. Atheist, A, not theist, doesn't believe in God. Agnostic is doubtful about the existence of God. Is doubtful about the existence of God. He didn't say God is unknown. He said the existence of God is unknown. I'm not sure if God exists, is agnostic. Great. Yes, sir. That's why I said thanks all of you because you are attentive, you are phenomenal. She admitted what? This, that. Admit is a verb. Verbs have objects. Object, subject can only be a noun or a pronoun. We don't have a pronoun clause, but we have a noun clause. Done. Calling it an adjective clause will ask, what's the noun it is modifying? No. Adverb clause will modify verb, the way she admitted. No. Relative clause, it's not starting with who, whom, which, where, when. No, 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 no. She admitted this. She accepted this. The object of the sentence, a noun clause. So when the negotiations failed, the mediator decided to chivalrous. If the sentence had been the mediator decided to leave, abandon, quit, answer first would have been appropriate. But he's saying to break the impasse, to break the bottleneck, to break that hidden or anything which is creating that difficulty. In that case, he decided to face the problem. He decided to confront the problem. He decided to take the bull by the horns, which is to confront the difficulty firmly. When negotiations failed, he decided to take the or deal with the problem firmly. Let the sleeping dogs lie. Want defined to break the impasse. Bark up the wrong tree will be to do something different, not appropriate, but he was dealing with that firmly, making the only choice possible. To break a cell, you are correct, brother, no objection. But when the problems didn't solve, he decided to blank space to break the difficulty, to break the restriction, that hindrance. To break that, you have to deal firmly. Is that okay? If not, you can say not. No problem. With this fake smile, you understand the answer is not correct. Priya, personification is not talking about objects like this pen is so costly, it cost me rupees or dollars, it's so expensive, it's so limited edition. It's not personification. Personification is to make them as a person, to make them behave as a person. When objects behave as persons, humans, that is personification. Just talking about objects won't be personification. Why? Sayal. Impressive, brother. Exactly. That's the keyword. Loud silence. How can silence be loud? That's oxymoron. Putting two opposite words together to create contrast. Putting two opposite words together. Hey, act naturally. What? Feel this? If I have to act, how can that be natural? If I'm behaving naturally, how can that be acting? Mohini, putting two opposite things together to create contrast. You are truly false. Truly false. तुम वास्तव में ही गलत हो. Saying to you. You are falsely true. गलत तरीके से सही हो. False and true are two opposite words. There is one more. Deafening silence. How can silence deafen someone? Make someone deaf? Silence. But that's oxymoron. So loud silence. It's not metaphor, nor simile, nor personification, but that's oxymoron. Yes, that's an open secret, Priya. Hey, that's an open secret. How can secrets be open? Yes, similar. Welcome. Good evening, Hemlata. Because that's not a common topic we come across in SSC examinations, but trust me, that's a common topic in regulatory bodies, policymakers, market volatility, okay, and calibrated approach, and many such for market. Okay, but it happens, this n number of times we come across those topics in RC, close test, to parajumbles, which we are not familiar with. Let's do this the best we can by understanding the best we can. Great. Wasn't easy to grab. Um, Let me help you with the word anchor. Sell. Actually, it's inflation. I'll explain last. Obviously, coordination is required, so harmony should be appropriate. In the aftermath of the supply shock, now the policymakers are seeking to blank space market volatility control, make that better. Some positive term should be here because policymakers are doing that after something has happened, aftermath of the supply shock. Policymakers seeks to um, exacerbate, make that situation bad, perpetuate. Why would they allow market volatility? They will make the market firm. Magnify? No, 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 no. They will reduce the intensity of something bad without killing recovery. Yes, uh, while targeted subsidies offered short-term relief, all of you know while indicates contrast. So I had severe fever yesterday. I had a medicine, a tablet, a capsule that provided me instant relief, the short-term one, but I want the long-term one. So while putting that contrast, yep, they offered short-term relief, but they risked. Now something negative should be here for risk. Underlying price signals essential for efficient allocation. Now for negativity, you can't put elucidate, lucid, corroborate, work together, crystal clear. There'll be positive options then. Distort. It can provide you short relief, but it can distort. The third one then, 13th one then. Feel this. A proper approach favored temporary. Neha, you were not wrong in terms of context, meaning myopia, short sightedness. But for government, for policymakers, myopic won't be an appropriate word, although it is correct in its meaning, but it misfits that governance context. Now, discretionary interventions applied under clear triggers balance flexibility and control, because if you say protracted, it will change the tone of temporary. He mentioned temporary, comma, can't say long, so you can't say protected. Blunt will be negative for government, for policymakers, no. So discretion. Now, policymakers, we have a problem. It may go this way, it may go that way. Clear guidance. Remember anchor. Hello, welcome everybody here. I am the anchor of today's function, show, event. That way also. Steer in that direction. I'll be taking this show. Anchor. Proper guidance, clear guidance helped anchor inflation expectations. If anything goes wrong, proper guidance will help it steer clearly, which will further limit. Now, opposite of limit, inflation. self-fulfilling spirals and speculative hoarding. I hope you can link with hoarding also inflation. Priya, Prerna, Sahil, everyone. Neha. For hoarding, for limiting inflation, the opposite of this tone. Clear guidance will help us anchor inflation expectations, limiting self-fulfilling spirals and speculative hoarding, so that may cause inflation. I won't say, because if you say rational, it won't result in hoarding. If you say rational, it won't limit spirals. That is already positive. That's already positive, I would say. And the last one, easy. Ultimately, coordination was required to blank space. Harmonize, need not check the other negative options. Negative, negative, negative. Okay, that's the length of the RC, so don't worry. We have bigger RCs, but little inference based. So just have a look. That's the only slide. Doubts welcome. Action of sorting according to quality. I just checked in dictionary and they say in medical use, the assignment of degrees of urgency to wounds, illness, to decide the order of treatment of a large number of patients and casualties. Sorting according to quality or need. For medical purpose, that's a technical term. No. Priya, did they ask? Okay, I didn't appear in the examination, you know that. So did they ask such technical or good, what should I say, vocabulary, or I don't have proper words, good RCs like these, or easy peasy RCs that we can think of like story based? Sel, you can have three. Try to finish in one or two. Rapport, checking again. A close and harmonious relation in which people or groups are concerned. People or groups concerned understand each other's feelings or ideas and communicate well. She was able to establish a good rapport with the children. Great, Prerna. There in the examination, CGL 2025? Bond. Wow. Prerna, please confirm. There in the actual examination? Yes, sir. Thank you. Can see the slides a number of times. Oh. Okay, we will practice here. Next week, we'll be emphasizing RCs only. Okay. Time constraints. Yep. Prerna, agree to what you say. Huge difference. Sir. not difficult, but not straight. Which statement best captures the central idea of the passage? Telemedicine is a complete substitute. No, because it may be a convenience for the already served rather than a bridge to those in need. So that's not a complete substitute. It has largely failed. No, it serves the already served. So it serves. Its main challenge is lack of technology. Yes, they talked about technology, but technology wasn't the hindrance. Some other factors were, not devices. It improves access. Of course, it does mention in the beginning, but requires proper integration to avoid those inequalities. The same line I would say. Which inference is most supported? Virtual care will eliminate healthcare costs. It may eliminate, may. I said may eliminate physical interviews or in-person reviews, but it can't eliminate cost without addressing connectivity, literacy. They did mention something such. At the same time, the very factors that expand reach can also sort patients unequally. Device access, proper connectivity, digital literacy, language support. So that's better. Without addressing connectivity, literacy, it may widen those disparities. Clinicians are reluctant to use due to nothing such. Rural patients prefer, not mentioned in the passage. Tone, dismissive. They are not denying the fact like it shouldn't be. Fine, but with some limitations it is today. We have to improve it. Okay, so can't say dismissive. Not alarmist, creating fear. Not indifferent, he's concerned about that. So he's optimistic. Wow, that's better. Now rural people can also access those, but that's cautiously optimistic. That's another oxymoron, everyone. If something is optimistic, how can that be caution? No, no, that's cautiously optimistic. Oxymoron. Hmm? Structure, the way the passage went forward. Chronology, time sequential approach is not there. They didn't compare and contrast physical in-person reviews and the online ones. No definition was followed by examples, but they marked the problem and did indeed mark the solution with the conditions applied. Which aspect is implied in the as the immediate priority for telemedicine adoption? New technologies are not needed. Hospital buildings need not, because for digital ones, why? Reducing work hours, no. Proper policies and workflow properly. One more. सेल यहाँ पर मेरे द्वारा No, Mohini. That's passive actually. He is looking after the children. In the active voice, it has an object. In the passive, we pick the object. The children are being looked after by him. After, by, together, cause that's passive. So it contributed to something. It was contributed to by them. Active. Non-professionals conducted research, contributed to the research. So the research which was conducted or contributed to by them. Done. Great. What's the theme of the passage? Citizen science undermines. No, no. If guided properly, can. Only professionals can. Is limited to environmental studies. No, it can do anything. They can measure air quality, urban heat, summer afternoons, document species migrations, everything they can. No, it expands the research capacity while requiring some careful methods to ensure proper calibration. What inference is most justified? Citizen science cannot address sampling bias. Ever a number of variations out there. Diverse. Community in engagement is an incidental benefit. No incidental benefit. Proper design can counter common problems regarding data quality as specified here. Citizen science projects are always cheaper. Nothing such is marked in the passage. What tone does the author employ in discussing the topic? Dismissive. He wasn't. He supported, but with careful examination. Overly enthusiastic. He wasn't. He wasn't even doubtful. He had a balanced approach, but some warnings also. Warnings. How is the passage structured? The way it went forward. Listing failures, it didn't. Problems were there. Presenting benefits, marking criticisms with the solutions also better than the best. Not descriptive, not narrative. Which phrase best captures the author's stance? Rigor versus participation is unavoidable. It wasn't versus, it was complementary. Participation should be minimized, should be sacrificed. No, the key to harness participation without sacrificing rigor. Yes, yes, rigorous. Yep. Okay. So time is also up, and that's all I had from my side. Finishing things now. Bye bye. Take care. Be safe. See you pretty soon. And happy Diwali from our side. Bye bye. Take care. See you in the classes. Thank you so much, everybody here. You can make use of this offer, Dhanteras sale, which probably ends in some time. It is regulatory. Okay. In the afternoon, had a class in the regulatory section. So showing that. Just a sec. Yes. For SSC Light, Elite, Super Elite, or Railways Super Elite, can grab 40% off, 2 times validity in any of these sections. See you. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Priya, Prerna, Sahil, Saloni, Ajay, Chivalrous, thank you. Himlata, Isha, Sahil, Happy Diwali brother. Wrinkle, Vaishnavi, thank you so much. Thanks everyone. Mohini, Palak, Prerna. Wish and pray this year, Prerna. Wish and pray this year. Have a smile. You are one of those hardworking ones. God bless you. May you achieve your goals pretty soon this year. Take care.